Hello, I'm Sydney and welcome back to my Flock and Squawk. So if you saw my last video, I mentioned chocolate chip cookies. However, the weather here has been insanely hot and it's been really difficult to keep the house cool, and so I'm not going to be using the oven today in an attempt to help keep the house to stay cool. If you bake, you know the oven can definitely heat up the place. So we're switching gears a little, postponing that video for a later time, but instead we are going to be doing a float. So I know what you're thinking, a float. Yes, we are going to be doing soda and ice cream, but not just any kind. We're not going for your usual root beer or your cream, orange, and sodas. Instead, we are going to be following an individual float recipe seen here for mint chocolate float. I know a lot of people hate the combination of mint and chocolate, but I'm one of those people that love it, especially in ice cream. Mint chocolate chip ice cream is fantastic. So with that being said, why don't we just get into it? I've got 3/4 of a cup of milk here. Dump it into my glass. Now, I had basically everything for this except for chocolate syrup, and I in fact forgot to get whipped cream. So just imagine that there's going to be whipped cream at the end. I had to get ginger ale and chocolate sauce. And honestly, the weirdest thing is that it contains ginger ale. This is a tablespoon of chocolate sauce, prepared chocolate sauce. So I'm just gonna stir that in a bit. Don't mind me, just a second. So I've got my chocolate milk now, and we're just going to take a couple drops of peppermint extract. I kind of understand why people don't like peppermint in chocolate, but quite honestly, there's something so refreshing about that bright mint with something so rich and heavy as chocolate. So I put the peppermint extract, probably way too much, in my cup. Move this aside. Now, I'm using Tillamook ice cream. It's what we had in the freezer. Vanilla bean. I'm sure any vanilla ice cream would do, but who doesn't love a nice creamy Tillamook ice cream? So the recipe specifically says 2 scoops. So I'm going to do best scoop I can. Just plop that in there. I can really smell the mint. I definitely put way too much peppermint in there. So this is what it looks like. There's actually not that much room for our ginger ale. Ginger ale sounds like an odd choice, but I guess it kind of makes sense because it's got that fizziness and sweetness without being like an overwhelming like root beer. So we're just gonna pour it over our chili treat. Also, the combination of soda and milk seems a little odd, but what is an ice cream float without ice cream containing milk? You could do a vegan version, but for me, it just seems like the classic combo. Oh, almost forgot. It says to drizzle on top. So here we go. I got my float. I hope it's good. It's pretty much just a gray, brown, beige. So Margaret, you can't see, but Margaret was clawing my leg. It's not bad. Honestly, you can't really tell that it's ginger ale, which is quite nice, because I don't think that I'd want like a strong ginger. I don't really like ginger that much to begin with, but ginger ale's good. It's more the chocolate and very subtle mint, even though I probably went way overboard with the mint. So, if you like chocolate and you like mint, I'd say it's worth a shot. So, I'm going to finish eating this, and I'll give you my final thoughts after completely eating the float and drinking the float. So, here's that. So I'm back, I finished the float, and here are my final sort of thoughts. First off, it's okay. It's not bad. I definitely put too much peppermint in at the beginning. At first, when I started eating it, the mint wasn't coming through that strong. It was mostly a pleasant chocolate with the ice cream. The ginger taste of ginger ale is like almost non-existent. You just get this nice sweetness and a little bit of fizz, especially since it's mostly ice cream and milk, and then just a little bit of soda at the top or at the end to fill up the cup. So in that sense, it's great. But as I sort of got halfway through, the mint really sort of picked up. You kind of lost that chocolate taste. So my suggestion is be extra careful with the amount of mint you put in, and maybe add in a heavier hand of chocolate sauce on top, and definitely thoroughly mix. But overall, if you're looking for an interesting sweet treat to try when it's blazing hot out and you don't want to bake, give it a chance. You never know, maybe you do like chocolate mint ice cream float with ginger ale, but I don't think that it lost anything by not having the whipped cream, other than, of course, I love whipped cream, so it was a little bit kind of disappointing not to have it on, but it's not like it made or broke the dessert. If you like this video, feel free to check out more. I've got a playlist for baking and other treats like this. Like I said, the chocolate chip cookie video will be coming out some other time, probably next month if the weather shifts, but at the time it's just too hot. So if you want to check out other things that I've done, I've got a block of the month going on, and all of my stuff has accompanying blog posts over on my blog, flockandsquawk.com. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.